Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Cancer March 2019 horoscope forecast part 2 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is, Mars will be in Taurus, so the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. At this time, well, Cancer, you might find yourself becoming somewhat angry, perhaps at friends, acquaintances, even stepchildren if applicable. It could be over-sustained, determined provocation. It could be another way this can manifest. You might be injecting really putting a lot of persistent plotting and deliberate energy into your goals, your aspirations, and your future. At this time, there could be some confrontation, perhaps over a monetary situation with friends, acquaintances, stepchildren. It could even be people that you may know in some group, club, or organization, but also about putting a lot of vitality into Taurus-like aspirations and goals, such as doing maybe work as a stockbroker, banking, finance. It could be pawnbroker work. You might find yourself at this time, if you're unattached Cancer, that you might become involved in a sexual liaison or interlude with could be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Taurus-like characteristics. It could be a friend or an acquaintance or somebody you meet in some group-related situation. This could be somebody that might be in some club or some organization, perhaps, or maybe someone you did some humanitarian work with. So anyway, and going back to that Taurus energy I was talking about before, also is going to be it could be a lot of latent energy as well into 11th house matters, and using a lot of energy connected with endurance and really because that's what Taurus energy can be about. It could be energy that you really like, latent energy, of course, like stored up energy you save for the right time in matters related to the 11th house. So anyway, next thing up, Jupiter will be in Sagittarius. So the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, one way this could manifest, this is something where, when you look at Jupiter, of course, it can be paradoxical, as I've stated in previous videos. It could be very benign and benevolent, but could also have a tendency to enlarge and expand. In some cases, this could enlarge and expand Sagittarius health-related issues. First of all, to talk about, it could expand foolhardy, over-optimistic, over-enthusiastic, reckless behavior, perhaps from an aunt or an uncle or someone prominent in your daily routine, or someone you know well at your place of employment, or in some health-related situations, such as someone you may know at a workout place, at a health and fitness center. But again, it could also expand Sagittarius health-related issues. It could be something like with the thigh or the liver, perhaps. But at the same time, on a positive note, this could be very auspicious for luck and fortune. Just can really injecting a lot of jocularity and positive energy in your daily routine. A lot of times when people see someone like that, it brings them positive energy and perhaps people into their lives. And more people when you draw more people to you, of course, in this case, the daily routine, this could be, obviously, as you understand, for obvious reasons, could be very advantageous, and it could be bringing positive people into your life that could be beneficial to you. So anyway, also, this could be very fortuitous for perhaps sports and athletics, for promoting better health. It could be running or working out vigorously, just doing something with the outdoors. But also this could manifest in a lot of exuberance and enthusiasm in injecting the outdoors and in sports into one's daily routine. So anyway, the next thing up is Saturn will still be in Capricorn, so the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, Cancer, you might continue feeling perhaps some restrictions and limitations in relationships, partnership situations, even a grandmother perhaps It could be also, another way this may pan out is that you may wind up taking care of a grandmother or a significant other, a marriage partner. Um, it could be someone you're in a business partnership with that you know well. And it might be it might be something Capricorn related, such as something with the knees, the bones, or the joints. It might be making you feel somewhat despondent and melancholy. Now, at this time, this is about also taking care of responsibilities in seventh house matters. It could be legalities, legal issues, dealing with open adversaries, and also about getting more structure and discipline in relationships and other seventh house matters. And now, if you're unattached at this time, Cancer, it might be a time where you might connect with an older person. It could be an older Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or one that embodies Capricorn-like characteristics. Another way this could manifest is that in some cases this could be the father or even an older person might wind up really becoming an open adversary at this time. And also, I mean, again, this is something, those are some ways that this could manifest. Could also be about, seventh house is about competition. So this could be something where you could be involved in some kind of political or government related business competition at this time. And really into this could also, just taking responsibilities in seventh house matters in general. Anyway, next thing up. Well, Uranus will be in Aries from March, as far as March goes, from the 1st until the 6th. So the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, one way this could manifest, this could be about dealing with very unpredictable, acrimonious outbursts from 10th house people, such as the dominant parent, which is often the father. People prominent in your career. It could be authority figures. It could be business people. And a lot of this, of course, could be predicated depending on the aspects this makes. If this makes, say, an adverse aspect to your natal Mars, this could even increase that propensity for that. And also, too, this could be a time where you may embark on some kind of a Uranus-like career. It could be something with astrology, astronomy, aerospace, computers, electronics, innovation, and pursue it with a lot of assertive and aggressive Aries energy. Now, Aries friendships, they could be Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Aries-like characteristics, may figure prominently in terms of your stature in life, your notoriety, and even recognition perhaps as well. And really, some other ways, this could also be about injecting a lot of ingenuity into something Aries related. It could be something with welding, with carpentry, helmet design. Could be another thing. It could be doing something like, for example, with NFL helmets, making them more innovative. Doing something, anything Aries related, and just in general, this could be just about getting more of a reputation in public image for perhaps being more innovative, more ingenious at this time, or anything else Uranus related, such as being an astrologer or doing something with aerospace or astronomy, anything that could be connected with Uranus. So anyway, well, the next thing up is to what I want to get at. Well, Uranus will be in Taurus as far as March goes, from the 6th until the 31st. So the 11th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, one way this may manifest, this could be about Taurus friendships. They could be Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Taurus-like characteristics, might figure prominently perhaps in your future and your goals, your aspirations at this time. It could be where your friendships in general, though, might be a little bit more erratic and sporadic than usual, but it could also be you might be dealing with more unpredictable, stubborn, obstinate behavior from friends, acquaintances, even stepchildren if applicable, people you might know in a group, club, or organization, people you may know on social media. This could also manifest in pursuing Uranus-like goals and aspirations with a lot of persistence and tenacity. They could be goals, connected with, it could be astronomy, aerospace, astrology, innovation, computers, electronics, even rocket science, anything that could be Uranus related. Hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that, I'm back. Anyway, and another way of looking at this could be about, looking at this could be also about a formulation of new money making ideas, perhaps, and it could be in collective effort, like with groups, or if you're in some club or organization with your friends, or maybe people you might know on through social networking or social media. So anyway, those are some ways that could pan out. So next thing up, Neptune will be in Pisces still, so the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, one way this may manifest, this could be about the dissipation or dissolving, perhaps, of connection, perhaps with an in-law, grandchild, perhaps maybe a college, a university, or religious congregation. Could also be about dealing with sometimes false prophets, maybe in some religious capacity. Also, at this time, it's very important to guard against perhaps people that might be deceptive or duplicitous in a religious congregation if you belong to one, and such as like somebody saying, well, I need $200, the Lord is telling me for you to put $200 into our congregation or something, when a lot of times this could just be a con job, so to speak. So it's something to be careful of at this time, Cancer, because Cancer can be somewhat gullible. There is a lot of innocence with Cancer. They're probably not as gullible as Pisces on average, but they're probably not far behind. I have a Cancer sun. I understand what this energy can be like, and Cancer can be easily taken by thieves, so in con artists. So anyway, another thing on a positive, and this could manifest perhaps, is taking a Neptune-like college course. It could be doing something with chemistry, the metaphysical, which can include astrology, pharmaceutical, studying. It could be something connected with special effects, dancing, poetry, photography, anything that could be Neptune related. But also at this time, remember that Neptune energy could be a lot about fantasizing and dreaming. So you could be more inclined to fantasizing about 9th house related matters, such as long distance journeys, publishing, traveling abroad, college education, anything that could be 9th house related, global communications, as opposed to doing. A lot of this, of course, could be dependent and predicated on the aspects this makes 2 points in your natal chart. Say if this is making an adverse aspect to your Mars, Sun, or Ascendant, you might be feeling a little bit more lethargic and lackadaisical, not really feel like really doing the things that are associated with, that could be associated with Neptune and 9th house energy, when you're at things that you actually could be doing in connection with it. But anyway, and also guard against like false indoctrination at this time, and somebody trying to sway you and persuade you of some belief, and maybe through almost coercion. Perhaps remember, the 9th house is connected with philosophy, and as you understand, Neptune can be connected with deception and duplicity at this time. And it'd be possible too, you might be doing something Neptune related as far as publishing goes. It could be something with fantasy or fiction, the metaphysical, which can include astrology, something with poetry, photography, chemistry, anything that could be maybe something with the sea, such as anything that could be 9th house, Neptune related at this time. So anyway, last but not least, Pluto will be in Capricorn still, so the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, I know, again, a lot of you don't want me to say the dreaded D word, but I'm going to anyway. This could be, one way this could manifest is that this could be in some cases be about the actual or literal death of a grandmother. It could be someone, your significant other, a marriage partner. This could also be, this could also be about, really, I joke power of attorney, but perhaps power connected, getting more power in legal matters and maybe through negotiation at this time. There might be a time we might be dealing with more power struggles, perhaps with open adversaries and enemies. And a lot of these issues, these power struggles, if you're going through them at this time, could be, if this makes an adverse aspect to your natal Mars, it could be ones that are more acrimonious and more contentious than you would like. Now, it could be a time, and if this is like, say this Pluto is making, Transpo is making a sexta or trine to your natal Jupiter, that could be more auspicious for about defeating open enemies or winning court-related battles, getting as far as getting power over them and control of that situation. Now, another thing too is that you might have a tendency at this time to attract, as far as open enemies go, could be, some cases could be terrorists and subversive type people, or maybe people that are in some other Pluto type, could be a Pluto type field, such as people in recycling, or somebody in the occult, supernatural, or astrology, even renovation, anything that could be Pluto related, even surgeons. But also at this time, guard against becoming overly obsessive, fixated, even compulsive issues in matters with open enemies, your relationships, business partnership situation at this time, being overly domineering as far as those matters go. But also remember, Pluto can be about transformation, rebirth, and regeneration. If this is something where, somebody, if you lose somebody or somebody passes that's connected with the seventh house, this could be, or even if a business partnership comes to a figurative end, this could be a time, it could also be about revival of a business partnership, or it could be something where you start a new one. Maybe it could even be shortly after one actually comes to an end. If you lose one significant other, it could be a time where you'll be able to supplant it, because remember, Pluto is about rebirth and regeneration. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Cancer March 2019 horoscope forecast, part 2 of 2. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be giving you my Leo March 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, to make an analysis of a person astrologically speaking based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.